Good morning, students. So, in the last class, we discussed about India's external relations and how was our foreign policy formed, what were the major issues or what were the major concerns of India when we were forming our foreign policy, how our neighbors, the whole international scenario related to the Cold War had influenced our foreign policy. Then we were talking about and discussing about how actually Nehru framed and brought in the goals for India's foreign policy, and within the goals related to non-alignment movement, how we were having distance from both the camps made at that time, that was the USA and the USSR. Okay, so in today's class we will discuss about Afro-Asian unity. So here we will study how when India gained independence at that time, various countries from Asian bloc and in fact Africa also were gaining independence. So how India tried to form unity within the whole Asia and the African countries who were gaining independence, and how it tried to make a, like, how did actually NAM established? It established from the Bandung conference. So let us understand about that. Okay, just a second. Yes, yet given its size, location and power potential, Nehru envisioned a major role for India in world affairs and especially in Asian affairs. His era was marked by the establishment of contact between India and other newly independent states in Asia and Africa. So basically, when if you look at the size, location and power potential of India, so Nehru at that time were trying to make contacts with whom? Asia and African countries. Okay, now why we are talking about size, location and power? Because when we are talking about foreign policy, all these things matter. If our size, geographical size is big, if we are extremely powerful, okay, or if our neighbors are our supporters, then our foreign policy can be completely different. But if our extreme neighbors are not in good terms with India, then we need to be a more inclined towards more of diplomatic foreign policies. Okay, so at that time Nehru played a very crucial role, and in the Asian affairs he tried to actually establish contacts between India and the other newly independent states in Asia and Africa. नेहरू ने किन के साथ कॉन्टैक्ट्स एंड स्ट्रॉन्ग ट्राइज करने की कोशिश करी? जिन्होंने हमारे साथ ही at the similar time when India gained independence, so the countries from Asia and Africa, when they were gaining independence, so we had made contacts with them. Throughout the 1940s and 50s, Nehru had been an ardent advocate of Asian unity. Okay, ardent means very enthusiastic or passionate. So Nehru was extremely passionate towards making unity and making leadership with with the whole Asian and African countries. Yes, Asian unity. Under his leadership, India convened the Asian Relations Conference in March 1947. Okay, basically Asian Relation Conference was conducted in March 1947. Okay, it was immediately after 5 months when India gained independence. India made earnest efforts for early realization of freedom of Indonesia from Dutch colonial region and convening an international conference in 1948. See, now it is not that India was just making contacts. India was also concerned about the countries who were about to gain independence. So one was that basically Indonesia. India was actually a supporter of Indonesia, and how could India help Indonesia to get freedom from the Dutch colonial region. Okay, so India helped Indonesia. India had concern for Indonesia, And in fact, even at the international conference in 1949, India was supporting the freedom for Indonesia. India was a staunch supporter of decolonization process and firmly opposed racism, especially apartheid in South Africa. So in all, basically, if you will read about this, in all the entire Asian bloc and African bloc, India was supporting the countries who had to gain freedom. And one example here we are talking about Indonesia. Okay, so in fact we made different forums also. Okay, we made, in fact, at the international conferences also, we were asking other countries to support Indonesia and all the countries who wanted to get free from the clutches of colonial rule. Even we opposed the concept of racism, which was basically taking place in South Africa in the form of apartheid. So what is apartheid? Apartheid is basically certain kinds of discriminatory laws, okay, which are against the non-whites, that means the black people. The Afro-Asian Conference held in the Indonesia city. Okay, there was this conference which was held in there was this Afro-Asian conference which was held in where? Indonesia. Okay, in the city of Bandung in 1955, commonly known as the Bandung Conference, marked the zenith of India's engagement with the newly independent Asian and African nations. In fact, we can say that there was this whole conference, or you can say a meeting was set up where in Indonesia at its city Bandung in 1955, which is commonly called as Bandung Conference also, where India was very strongly supporting the newly independent Asian and African nations and were talking about all this freedom and support for them. And within that conference only, the concept of, or you can say the non-alignment movement was established. इस conference में ही decide हुआ था that the newly independent countries will not support any of the camps and we will go for non-alignment movement. The first summit of NAM was held in Belgrade in September 1961. Okay, and we all know Nehru was the co-founder of NAM. So from here, in the whole contemporary book which we were talking about, that India was suggesting the newly independent countries not to join any of the power blocks. So in this paragraph lies the history for that. When we gained independence, we followed actually NAM. And how did actually NAM started? It started when we started making contacts with the Asian African countries who were newly independent. We were talking about the unity in Asia. Okay, and then slowly and steadily we started making and meeting. We started meeting frequently. We started having conferences. We started supporting Indonesia to get freedom from Dutch colonial rule. And that is how the whole concept of NAM was formed. In which conference? In Bandung Conference, okay, which was the Afro-Asian Conference held in Indonesia city in 1955. Okay.